Hello, Writing 104 folks. This is Instructor Fullerton. This is Instructor Podcast 9, and it is day 18 of Writing 104 this semester, November 11th. And today in this podcast, I'm going to take you through the assignments for the week a little bit, as well as teach you how to add audio to your PowerPoint, because what I realized is that you guys... Well, that got stuck. You guys do not need to use Screencast to record a PowerPoint with your voice over it. In fact, PowerPoint allows you to do that. At least the 2011 version allows you to do that. I think even the 2007 versions allow you to do that as well. So we don't need to do screencasts. So that's the good news. All you need is PowerPoint for Project 4. So yesterday in class you took reading quiz, and I talked to you about Project 4. We also started the Info Road tutorial Identify. You need to finish that tutorial as well as complete the Start tutorial and the Gather tutorial before class next week. And let's go over what you got to do this week for the online portion of the class. So I'm going to the syllabus and scrolling down to your assignments this week. First of all, you want to make sure that you submit Project 3, your semi-final draft on Sakai with a reviewer memo. Make sure those are two separate documents on Sakai assignments, and I will grade those. So if you go to Sakai assignments, you will see that Project 3 is right here. It gives you the directions for uploading your Project 3 semi-final draft and the reviewer memo. Make sure that you open this reviewer memo and you complete it and attach it as a separate document so that I get a little feedback as far as I'm asking you to reflect on your writing for Project 3. So make sure you do that. And the other thing that's due this week is watching this instructor podcast. You need to read through these two chapters, not a lot of reading, but they are both about giving presentations, a multimodal, and one is about specifically multimedia presentations. And you'll need to read those in order to complete your group forum discussion 9. So and actually this says, so by 10 p.m. on Friday night, you'll need to post your response to the group forum discussion 9. And the group forum discussion, the directions for this week are as follows. So you want to read those two readings that I asked of you to read, and then you're going to browse the Pacha Cha website, which is right here. And that website gives you all kinds of Pacha Chas to review. So you can search a Pacha Cha subject you like. Let's see, football. I know there are football players in the crew. So I am not sure. Site-wide results. So this looks like it's one Pacha Cha perhaps. But I don't know that there are any slides available, so that might not be a good one. Let's type in something else. Let's try food. All right, so oh, Providence, interesting. Oh, Providence has some Pacha Cha stuff. Okay, well, anyway, here are some, it looks like Pacha Chas from Providence, which is Rhode Island, so that might be kind of cool. And you can go ahead and click on them. This one's called Rock and Reel. Mike Ryan talks about Rock and Reel, a local arts project that worked with musicians and filmmakers to create collaborative works. So you might want to read the summary of the Pacha Cha on the right hand side of the screen before you watch it, because what you need to do is to find a Pacha Cha that you think makes a position argument. Project 4 is a position argument, and you are going to do a Pacha Cha in a sense. So please try to find a Pacha Cha in which the presenter is offering their point of view on an issue that is important to them. So when you go to the site, you want to read through the summaries. For example, live well, not cheap. Jay Devani talks about being frugal and being a boss. She gives a list of tips for getting more quality and goods for less money. So perhaps it sounds like she might be making an argument. So that might be a good one to use for this forum post. So take a look at that and then evaluate that Pacha Cha based on the quality of the argument that the person is making and the quality of the presentation, like how their slides are put together, how well their voice is projected, etc. And respond to these questions in 350 words or more. Also make sure that you provide a hyperlink or URL to the Pacha Cha that you chose. You want to talk about the problem or issue that they're arguing about, who their rhetorical audience is, a reason they give for their point of view, examples and evidence they give, their use of pathos, logos, or ethos, one of those, choose one of those to talk about, and their closing, what kind of closing did they give. Finally, for your last portion of the post, evaluate the success of the speaking and multimodal components of the presentation. So talk a little bit about the graphics, the sounds, the slides, and the video, or the PowerPoint that they did, as well as one of the rhetorical canons of invention, memory, style, arrangement, or delivery. And those are from the readings. So for this response, for this part of your response, please make sure you use at least one quote from the text, the Harbrace Guide to Writing or Little Seagull Handbook, and put that quote in boldface so that I can see it, and also make sure that you use the in-text citation in parentheses after the quote like that so that I know where you got it. And those are, you can use any quote from either of these two readings to support your response to this question. Then by Sunday night, you're going to watch each of the Pacha Chas that your group mates chose and read their evaluations of those Pacha Chas, and then respond to select which one you think was the most successful argument and presentation. So look at all your group mates' Pacha Chas and choose the one that you think that was the best and respond to that one group mate. And say why you think it was the best, and support your response with evidence from the presentations themselves that you watched and from your peers' evaluations of those presentations. And if you think yours is the most successful, then you can choose yours, but just be sure to explain why. So do that in 200 words or more by 11 p.m. on Sunday. Oh, look, it looks like I'm changing all the times to 11 p.m. Okay, that's fine, whatever. As long as they're up by 11 p.m., then you're good. So that is your online class this week. So check out some Pacha Chas, look for one that you think is presents a point of view or takes a position on something, an issue, and makes an argument, and then evaluate it based on these questions. And make sure that you answer all of them and that you give the quote and put it in boldface for that part of the response so that I can give you full credit. Okay, so that is the online class. Please don't forget that before next Tuesday, you need to finish those 3 tutorials, and at the end of each tutorial there's a quiz you're going to take, and you have to take a screenshot because there's no way to like print or download a copy of your quiz. You simply have to take a screenshot of it, or you take a photo of your final score and then submit those final screenshots as attachments under assignments. And if you look here, there's Info Road Tutorial, 3 quizzes. So simply it tells you what to do. Take a photo or screenshot of the final quiz grade, and so 3 quiz grade screenshots or photos should be posted here. Simply submit them as 3 different attachments. So you just have to attach those 3 quizzes, screenshots of your scores. And I will give you points for those. And these quizzes are going to get you prepared for our library research, which you will do on Tuesday. We're going to be meeting in the library, so make sure that you come to class having your issue prepared and a research question prepared for what you want to research and what you want to argue about for your project 4. Like, for example, my argument that I talked about in class. We did a brainstorm in class and through the Identify Info Road tutorial, and I came up with this free write, and then down at the end of my free write I came up with these questions, and I was like, oh, those would be great research questions, and I even bold-faced the terms within the questions that would be good search terms for an online research database search, which is what you're going to do in the library on Tuesday. So have your research questions about the issue or problem that you're going to be arguing about for Project 4 ready to go on Tuesday of next week. And you will have those ready, especially if you have completed the Info Road tutorials as required. So you'll be all set for class on Tuesday and for conducting your research. So the last thing I want to show you before I sign off is very quickly how to record audio on your PowerPoint, which is, so you're not gonna have to use screencasting at all for Project 4. Forget that. You can simply under which is it, slideshow. All you have to do is click record slideshow once you have got all of your slides prepared. You click record slideshow and the screen changes to this. This is the presenter view. So basically what's happening here is it is recording my voice as this is playing, and it tells you the time for the current slide. So right now, whatever I'm saying aloud is recording. So my gobbledygook to you right now about the class is recording, and this is the slide that it is recording onto. And at 20 seconds, you want to move the slide ahead simply by pushing the forward, the arrow to the right. And you can continue talking, and it's continuing to record your voice. And right now I'm at 10 seconds, so I want to watch until I get to 20 seconds, because each slide needs to be 20 seconds, or 30 if you choose the other format. And then I'm going to hit again at 20 seconds the forward button. Actually, I used on my keyboard. I hit on my keyboard with a little right-handed arrow, or you can click here in order to move it ahead. So this slide right here is what is being recorded onto right now. My voice is happening. So you could be speaking about this slide while it's on screen. And so I want to keep watching this right here, and when it gets to 20 seconds, I'm going to click that and move ahead in my talk. So this is how you would record your voice over your Pacha Cha, over your PowerPoint. And this is what you can do for your Project 4. It's not that hard, actually. I didn't realize we could do this, so that makes it easy. So basically, I've been clicking forward at every 20-second mark, which means every slide is 20 seconds long, and my voice is being recorded over them. So that's how you're going to be doing your recorded PowerPoints. And then once you get to the end, you will click stop and exit show, and it'll ask you if you want to save it, and you click yes. And so now you can see right here, each slide is about 20 seconds, maybe a little bit more, but that's okay. I'm not going to take points off if you have like 21 or 22 seconds per slide. My slideshow right now is only 5 slides long. Yours is going to have the required amount of slides. But then you can even play it back. So this is what I'm going to play it back right now for you. And the screen changes to this. This is the presenter view. So basically this is playing, and it tells you the time for the current slide. So right now, whatever I'm saying aloud is recording. So my gobbledygook to you right now about the class is recording. And this is the slide that it is recording onto. And at 20 seconds, you want to move the slide ahead simply by pushing the forward, the arrow to 20 seconds, the forward button. Actually, okay, so I think you get it. Basically, that's how you would record your PowerPoint so that your voice is recorded over it, and every 20 seconds it moves ahead. And then you'll just save it as a PowerPoint slide and send it to me. You're just going to upload it to Sakai assignments, and that will be your project. So it just has to be a PowerPoint file. That's it. We'll talk a little bit more about this on Tuesday if you're lost, but hopefully, that's not play with it. You can play with it. I think you can pause it too so that you can stop what you're saying and go back and re-record. Okay, so I'll see you in the library next Tuesday. Make sure you upload your project 3 by Friday night, and I'll see you then. Okay, bye.